Welcome back to our playthrough of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. I am EmergingBoat, and today we are going to be continuing our voyage and doing some adventuring and continuing on to our Story 3 card of Cycle 2. And yes, I did promise at the end of the last video that I was going to do a battle with the Burden, because the Burden caught up to us while we were fighting the Nietzschean. But I'm going to simulate that battle. Just a peek behind the curtain. I am doing this on the same day that I recorded that previous video. And I just honestly don't feel like setting up the Burden fight just to try to have 4 Titans escape. And yeah, so sorry, I promise I will film another Burden fight at some point. They're just kind of boring to set up and do, and I don't want to waste my time. I'd rather do more entertaining things. So we're going to simulate that battle. But to catch up on things in case you did not watch the last episode, basically we tried to ambush the Nietzschean at his Temple of Man, which we found on the space that we're currently on. And we gather a bunch of allied forces and we attack, and we are basically given this option of we can either try to attack the Nietzschean himself or attack his shadow, like that massive black primordial. And I probably stupidly chose to attack the Nietzschean himself, which ended up causing us to go into a fight with the Nietzschean. First, it was like hand-to-hand combat. He was kicking our butts. He made us take a bunch of danger. And then he ultimately told us that he lured us into a trap. And then we had to go fight him. And we had to start that battle with 2 primordial rounds. And while I really wanted to try to get the end in that fight, I just did not think that there was really a good chance that was going to be a losing battle. So I decided I'm not going to try to spend tears and redo that fight. We'll see if we can fight the Nietzschean another time and get the end at that point. But for now, we'll just continue on with our adventure. But after that battle, the Temple of Man just, like, as we thought the Nietzschean was essentially winning that fight, then they start to, the Nietzschean and the Spartan forces, we see the Spartans have suffered heavy losses, but then the Nietzschean and the Temple of Man just up and disappear, just gone. Like this whole fortress is just suddenly teleported elsewhere. We don't know where it went, but we know that we have suffered our own heavy losses, and now the Argo and all of our allies are under heavy attack. Like we thought we were maybe having some kind of victory here, and now we're realizing like, oh no, we need to go and recover and recuperate and meet up with our allies, the Helots, the Cyclopes, the Simici. We need to go to a hideout. The different hideouts we can go to are registered or shown by these little green tokens here. And we need to talk with them with what we're going to do next and how we're going to try to take the Nietzschean down next. We still have some things to wrap up from the previous day. If I go to the screen, go to our timeline. We still have an Inwards Odyssey. We still have the story passage to read from becoming allies with the Helots. So we will take care of those, but first we need to simulate this battle with the Burden. And so the way I want to do this is I'm going to say the 4 Titans that I plan to use. It'll be 1 Argo-bred Titan and 3 Dreamwalkers, and then we'll just roll 4 dice. On a 1 or a 2, the Titan dies. On anything else, the Titan survives, and we'll determine if we escaped with all Titans or not. So let's go to this view. And let's look at our Titans here. And I think if I have enough, yes. I'm going to use 3 Spartan Dreamwalkers and the Maze Runner Titan. I could use a Logicbreaker. Yeah, you know, we have no, I use Logicbreakers more though. We'll use the Maze Runner Titan. So let's say that Leocules is piloting the Maze Runner. So we'll just start with her and see if she survives. That's a 4, so she does survive. Then next we'll go with, we'll just roll the rest of these together. These are all Dreamwalker Titans. We do have 1 Titan death. That would be Otis Zero's Titan. So we do not win that battle with the burden. So the result of that is that we're going to have a random Argonaut gain a Nemesis node. Let's just say it was, since we only had one Titan die, I'm just going to say it was Otis Zero, who's going to get that Nemesis node. So we'll go to Argonauts, Otis Zero, boom. Okay. Then we would have gone to rewards and penalties, add a Dream of Pharos event to our timeline. Dream of Pharos. We have to kill off a Dreamwalker Titan. Okay. Reset Triskelions already taken care of. Go down in Argophylae. And we won't have wounded any BP cards. We'll say we did not wound with anybody. And then we would have had 3 Titans escape. So it'd be 10 retractable mechanisms and 7 relief shell fragments that we should get. Okay. If the battle was lost with 1 or less Argobred Titan participating, nope, we had 1 Argobred Titan, so we were okay. Okay. Cool. I think we're good there. And so now we still need to resolve what were the things that we had on our timeline. We have an Inwards Odyssey, and we have this passage 0289. Let's just, I think that allied passage should be pretty short. Let's just do that one first. Inwards Odysseys are a little bit longer. Go to our voiceover here. Main story 289.
You have grown to rely on the eyes, ears, and unbroken spirits of the many peoples that make the Helot resistance. And they, in turn, have put their trust in you. One night, the Argo receives a surprising visit from Ancus, the Helot leader whose troubled brow welcomed you in Laconia. He is accompanied by a diverse group of fellow rebel fighters, men and women of various ages and complexions of the Great Sea, each sharing the same determined look and the same overworked hands. These people were entrusted with the secrets of the iron industry, so they could outfit the Nietzschean armies. They will now outfit you.
So you will gain the Spartan Weapons Technology card. You do not lose this card even if for whatever reason you stop being allied with the Helots. So the 2 things it's going to allow us to craft are the Spartan Copus and the Heavy Spear. The Spartan Copus isn't bad. 2 dice could go up to 2 red and a black. You have +1 precision. It has elation. Having elation on a weapon is great. It has auto break, it has sacrifice, and you can do pushback during windows of opportunity. The Heavy Spear, it's nice that it has Heartseeker on it, but it's cumbersome. It has -1 precision. It can go up to 4 dice, but like that -1 precision, negative precision really sucks. I tend to avoid weapons that have that, so these are fine. The Spartan, if we didn't have something like the Voice of the People and we wanted a one-handed weapon, then the Spartan Copus, I think, could be a pretty good weapon to go with. Especially if you're just looking for something else with elation on it. Because elation is not that common of a keyword. Okay. Then we had an Inwards Odyssey to read. IO33. Okay. As above, so below.
The time is nigh, Argonauts,
says the Nietzschean with a smirk.
and so I have come to impart this final lesson.
The imposing, handsome man stands on top of a riverworks cliff fortification. Though you are far away, on the Acropolis deck of the Argo, his powerful voice reaches you as if he was right here, beside you.
You cling to some pitiful notions of mercy and empathy, as if you think that will somehow make you better, nobler.
He continues.
As above, so below. Surely you know these words of Hermes Trismegistus, your Trisheros, who single-handedly established the Triskelion junction?
You look to the old priest, puzzled at these strange words, but he seems as perplexed as you. Hermes Trismegistus? Is that the name of the Argo's creator?
As above, so below. The Olympians ruled the heavens, and their laws extended to their earthly domain. All followed them, all bowed to them. All mortals were chained, and whomever trespassed was cut down, made an example for all others to see. Hermes' gauntlet, Helios' sun-kiss.
He winces visibly, the disgust palpable in his voice.
Poseidon's bath, cruel punishment for the disobedient mortals, for the weak cattle. As above, so below.
Ready the 13th Muse, you whisper to a messenger. You may not get a second chance.
The gods are gone, the slate seemingly wiped clean. Yet the rule remains, as above, so below. The Primordials rule Hellas now, and they have replaced the cruel order with a crueler chaos. Mortals are still chained, still weak. That you understand, no? That you need to rise, grow fat on power, to meet them head on. So you use titans like disposable weapons. No, you actually treat your weapons with more dignity, reverence, care. Because deep down you understand what needs to be done.
He nods and looks around to his many followers, an army gathered on the cliff. You hear the distant hum of the 13th Muse priming. Just a moment longer.
I rose above the Primordials, above the need to inhabit a weak titan, above the Olympians. And I bring freedom to all mortals who wish to claim it, through strength, so above, so below.
He turns to leave. You know what? One of you yells, stalling for time. You're full of shit! The hum of the 13th Muse grows audibly louder. Just a moment longer. You strive to enslave all peoples of Hellas, to harness them in your mines, refineries, and fields, and you have the audacity to call it freedom?
Surely you are not that stupid.
The Nietzschean growls. Your messenger returns and gives you the sign. You slowly nod. It's happening.
Those who are too weak to claim their freedom are not mortals. They're not even animals. They're food. They're stepping stones. They're...
A thunderous roar sounds, as if 1,000 hammers have struck 1,000 bells. The Argo shakes with a violent tremor, and for a fraction of a second, the sky is set alight with a brilliant fire of the siege-breaker round. The cliff the Nietzschean stands on simply disintegrates in a vortex of fire, smoke, splintering stone, and sheer force. Stone blocks the size of titans fall down into the river, causing waves that instantly drown the small naval port. Of the army that accompanied the Nietzschean, nothing remains. Total obliteration. The old priest averts his eyes with a grimace. The sight must have reawakened old painful memories. You imagine it was like this during the eschaton, just on a much larger scale. Did we get him? Someone asks, and you peer toward the cliff, consumed by billowing smoke. Surely you did. The Siegebreaker is the largest, most devastating ordnance you've devised. It knocks Primordials down.
What were you thinking?
A bellowing voice roars from the flames and smoke.
You pitiful fools.
The giant flaming skull of the Nietzschean's shadow emerges from the destruction, seemingly unharmed.
You shit-stained wretches! You're loading the Alpha Omega with grapes?
His laugh chills you to the bone.
Rude. Today I came just to talk. Do you want me to repay you in kind? Or will you scamper like rats?
The old priest shakes his head. You're not ready for a fight. Not now. You need time to regroup, rearm, prime the 13th Muse again.
Ah, this is the event. Oh, I didn't know if this was an Inwards Odyssey or if this was like a Doom. It was supposed to be coming from a Doom or an Adventure Hub or something. Ah, yes. Okay, well, actually, maybe I might have to edit this video back in with the last one because maybe we are actually going to make a run at the end now. Yes. Okay, all right. Gain the Argo payload card. Secret. Okay, yeah. Here's that card. It comes with 2 new payloads for the 13th Muse Grand Cannon. We can place 3 opening tokens in the Kratos pool. Primes on a 5 or higher. And then additionally, we could place 2 break tokens in the Kratos pool, which primes on a 5 or higher. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else do we have here? Then choose one of the following. Assign the Zen training pattern card to any of your current titans. Name this titan. 1 Argonaut may lose to consumed by rage affliction. Nobody has that. Or so above. Alternatively, you may challenge the Nietzschean here and now. If you do, immediately proceed to the cruel lesson battle of the current tier. Each Argonaut gains +1 rage. During this battle, you only have 1 13th Muse Grand Cannon charge, but the Nietzschean starts with a random BP1 card in the wound stack. Perform escalation as normal. Ooh, okay. I mean, I think I almost definitely want to take the latter option because I would really like to start. Getting a free wound is going to be awesome. Let's take a look at that Zen training pattern card and just see if we, because I don't think I can get this any other way. Let's see what we're missing out on. Here's the Zen training. If you exhaust this and when you're about to gain rage, lower this gain to 1. So that is very nice for the cycle and also very nice to fight the Nietzschean. But I don't think it's that useful outside of this cycle, to be honest, if I remember correctly. So hell yeah, baby, we're going. We were fighting the Nietzschean. We're gonna get to do what I wanted today. Yes. All right. I'm gonna have to edit this video back in with the other one. All right, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna get the battle set up. We're gonna go with So Above, and we are gonna kick this guy's ass. He cursed in this video already, so I get to. So, all right, I will be right back. All right, we have everything set up. This will actually maybe not be gained. This will be my second attempt at this fight. I just did a first attempt. Well, I did it yesterday in my time. I got really close to getting to 10 wounds on that one. However, what kind of screwed me was that towards the later part of the fight, I failed a power roll on a BP1, put a BP1 in the discard, and then once I got to 9 wounds, I realized how screwed I was when I was like, oh shoot, there's only BP3s in the deck. So I was at a point where I'd only lost 1 Titan. I probably could have kept the fight going and maybe like gotten a bonus attack off, or like maybe potentially survived to the next Titan round and maybe gotten a 10th wound, but I would have been banking on I need it precise or Heartseeker at that point. Or no, I just need it precise actually for that case. And oh, this was the main problem. I drew the Ender of Tales AI card multiple times. The first time I ignored it with a nymph. The second time I had no choice. I was going to take it and I was about to lose. I would have lost a Bellerophon, and I was like, no, I could potentially get that back again this cycle, but I would rather just try a new attempt anyway. So we'll see. I did learn some things from that fight though. I was struggling a bit with some break tokens, or really just kind of tokens in general, but break tokens specifically, because most of the weapons I have leave reach tokens, but I'm trying to mitigate that a little by bringing in, I took out Earthshaker and replaced him with Firestarter. So Firestarter is going to be attacking, but also he's going to be like one of our combo breakers here. But he has a pretty nice Kratos table because he can get, you know, by like Rage 4, he can put in 3 fire tokens and 2 opening tokens, which is pretty nice. Taking out Earthshaker meant that I had to give the Pyrisclipios to Game Changer, because now Game Changer is the only Titan that can take a 3-handed weapon. So I gave the Bellerophon to Skyseer, which I think will be a nice balance because her table does not leave any, like, it takes her to get to 7 or 8 rage until she can leave, like, hope tokens. Other than that, she only leaves black and opening. So I'd rather her be able to leave some break tokens as well. So, you know, she will actually be able to leave a pretty nice Kratos pool, hopefully, for Titans coming after her. Then the loadout for Logicbreaker I haven't changed. I kind of like his loadout, but I do want to actually be more intentional with getting him attacked earlier in the fight, because at 7 or higher danger, he can get, or Conqueror Nail can get the Heartseeker trait, which will be very useful if I'm trying to avoid having to fail BP3s, just like being able to choose which card we're going to be attacking on top. But I will need to be mindful about his fate gain a little bit, because he will, I had problems with him gaining fate last time. But yeah, I think other than that I'm going to be kind of taking a similar approach where, like, I'm going to be doing this I want to try to get this done in 3 Titan rounds. The first Primordial round is the AI 0, ignore that. Second Primordial round, we'll be taking some of the attacks. That'll be when we're trying to get Logicbreaker. I think I want to try to get Logicbreaker on the signature, because he'll be able to handle the knockback pretty well with that. At least that's what I found in my first attempt. Maybe we'll try to get Game Changer possibly to take the AI card, because the AI cards are somewhat likely to have rage gain on them, and if we get rage gain on him, we can get Precise from his Kratos table. So Precise and Heartseeker I did not really emphasize in my first attempt. I'm going to be emphasizing that more in this one, because I think that can really help me save a run in the later parts of the fight. I don't know if people can usually tell when I'm pausing the videos or not. I assume, I don't know, I've never been able to really tell that much when I'm watching them back, but if you can and it bothers you, I'm sorry, I'm going to be pausing a lot during this fight. I do pause pretty normally during fights anyway, but I will be pausing a lot more during these ones where I'm like really trying to pay attention to like everything that's going on. So like anytime there's like an ability window that comes up, like I might be thinking about it on camera, but like I'm also going to be pausing it and just like staring at the heck out of my cards and just making sure there's nothing I'm missing. So I don't know if you notice that pausing makes anything choppy for you and it annoys you, I'm very sorry, but just a forewarning that there will be a lot of pausing on my end. But if you don't notice it, well, here's the words that I said anyway. I'm sorry for wasting your time. But let's do a quick roll for Game Changer here to see if he's going to gain this Ambrosia. If he gets an 8 or higher, he does not gain it. That's a 4, he gains it. Sorry, buddy. But then otherwise, I think we're set. We only start with 1 Grand Cannon charge. We have our AI 0 on top. We already escalated 1 from the one BP1 that we start with. Oh, did I escalate both the AI and BP Dex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did. Okay. Start a battle effects. I don't think I want to gain dread with you. I don't think it's going to be worth it. It would be nice, but I think we'll be gaining enough opening tokens anyway for it to not be a big deal, and I'm not too worried about him getting fate for rerolls. All right. I mean, not that this really matters to you. The one thing I think that I've been debating the most about, if I want to switch it for this run, is if I want to move Logicbreaker and his loadout, like swap the loadout of Hypatia with the loadout of, oh, also I do not want you starting with the priority target. Who do I want it going to? Let's just say Logicbreaker. Not that it really matters, but swapping these loadouts because I do really like Logicbreaker paired with the Left 4 Dead Nemos, but I also really want Logicbreaker to have the Conqueror Nail, and if I roll the crit miss with the Conqueror Nail and I have to get the Fated Nemos with it, I want it to go to Hypatia because Hypatia is closest to retiring, so I think I could retire her before the Fated Nemos concludes. So anyway, all right, I'm wasting your time. Let's just go ahead and get started with our AI 0 here. Okay, we're gonna do our roll to see who gains this rage. Lowest roll gains the rage as usual. That is gonna go to Hypatia, Logicbreaker. I would have loved for it to go to Game Changer. I think that would have been my ideal target, but this is okay too. Then we have to escalate 1 and take out a BP card here. Put in BP2. 3, 2, 1. BP1. Okay. And then we'll take out an AI1, put in an AI2. And 3, 2, 1. AI1 on top. And blah, blah, blah. Keep this out because until I get the end, I'm getting laughed at. All right, let's start with Logicbreaker. Boom, go 1, 2, 3. Attack from there. Oh, actually, before we continue any further, I do want to swap the starting positions of these two, I think. Okay. Sure, we'll just go with that. Try to keep this moving somewhat quickly on my end so that I can make another attempt if I need to. We're going to get 2 dice here. I do want to use Arrow Barrage. Start off with some opening tokens. Gain a rage. You attack. We're going to have +4 total. So we need 5 or higher to hit. It's going to be an 8 and a 3. We're going to re-roll the 3. Gain a fate. Be a 9. That will hit. Only see an auto break for my first ability window stuff, so I'll take that. And we'll draw a BP1 here. Yes, okay. Right leg. His heart, BP hardened, so we need a 5 or higher to wound. Our wound effect is gain 3 danger. Fail effect is gain 1 rage. Okay. Let's get 2 black dice, 2 red dice. Do we have any? We'll have 2 power reroll. That's nice. I did bring Trireme Ballista Fire. I found that was actually kind of nice for getting power rerolls in my first run, especially with Skyseer, who Skyseer and Game Changer, because if you use power rerolls with them, you're generally sacrificing better tokens. So I was surprised that I actually liked having Trireme Ballistic Fire as opposed to something like the what's it called, Ambrosia Containment or Force Kratos cooldown Argo abilities, which I kind of expected to be wanting for this fight, especially the Rage Gain one. All right, so we're gonna roll these 5 or higher. We have +1 power, so we really need 4 on the dice. Oh, that's gonna be plenty. Oh, those would be great for Overbreak too. Nice. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We beat it by 3, right? 2, 4. No, we beat it by 4 because we have +1 power from Conqueror now. All right, cool. Gain 3 danger. We don't get to reduce that at all. Oh, also, I don't know if I noted it in the first part of this video or if I noted it in the part of the video that I'm not showing because it was my first attempt. I do have some Cycle 1 gear that I'm using that's not ascended. So I have my little reminder here for the ascendancy rules, just as like a, hey, like remember to do this stuff for the things that are not ascended. So if you're watching this video, please actually double check that I am not screwing anything up with the ascendancy here, because I really don't want to, when I'm doing these like really important fights, I don't want to have messed up a rule. Unless it's something, if it's something that would have made the fight easier if I had gotten it correct, then it's okay. Then I'm okay with having messed up that rule if I still came out on top. But anyway, double check my work on this. Smelted Breastplate is one of those examples. So 3 danger, did I gain that? I did. And then during the second ability window, place 2 additional break tokens in the Kratos pool. All right, let's pull those out. Put those here just in case. And we will put this in the wound pile. 2 wounds here. Add in another BP2. Oh gosh. So we have half of our BP2s in already. 3, 2, 1. It's a BP2. Then we will take out an AI1, put in an AI2. 3, 2, 1. AI1, I don't even think that shuffle did anything at the very end there. And go back to you, take these out, clear the Kratos pool. You'll get opening 2. Conqueror now, we'll get Elation 1, so we will shed this Ambrosia token. Then we'll be able to get, we're at Rage 3, so we could get another opening token if we want, or we could get 3 break. I'm going to take the 3 break. Oh, we get 2 additional break actually. So then maybe I'll do that. I'll take 2 overbreak and 1 opening. And then I think that will end your turn. Probably go next with Game Changer here. See if we can win the BP2. Then if we end up getting the BP3 on top, we can use Firestarter because we know we'll be able to use Primordial Lore to get the BP3 off of the top. There could be a situation where I end up not wanting to use Firestarter at all, like not at all to attack, because if I feel like I get a good setup, maybe I don't want him to attack and just go into the next round with 4 wounds. But let's cross that bridge when we come to it. The thing that could really screw me here is if there's only 1 BP1 and 1 BP2 that cause the Primordial to move. So if that's the BP2 on top, that's the thing that'll hurt what I'm about to do. So hopefully it's not that. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I want Game Changer and or Logicbreaker to be taking some of these early attacks. So we'll set them up in front and try to get the other Titans around the sides. Which means we'll probably need help from Skyseer to move the fire starter with Motivate, so that I don't have to try to take a signature with... Oh, actually, that's an interesting point. I wasn't thinking about that in the first attempt. If I do get to a point where like I get weird targeting and like the wrong Titans get targeted, I could always try to intentionally trigger a signature with... it's really Logicbreaker that I care more about getting the danger. All right, anyway, let's move on. So we moved. Anything we want to do before we attack? I don't think so. So we're going to get 2 dice. We have +1 precision from Leocules being with Game Changer. So we're going to have +2, 4, +5 total, it looks like. So we need 4 or higher. Gain a rage. That's a 6 and a 10. I wish I could change the order in which I rolled those. And 10 was on the crit die, but unfortunately it is not. Let's see, do we have any auto break or anything for first ability window? Not that I see. Okay, Black Bones, AT of 5. It is hard. Oh, not that this really affects this. I did not roll for my 13th Muse Grand Cannon. I'm terrible with that. Maybe I need to put it in a different spot for it. So let me pause this attack to roll for Grand Muse. I'm going to try to prime the combo breaking shot. Does not prime. Dang. Okay. Hopefully I succeed on priming that in the next Titan round, because I expect to need that. Let's see, we're gonna need 7 to hit it. I did not roll crit, so we won't get to ignore the harden. And yeah, I'm sorry, screw humanity. I was okay with losing it in the first attempt, and I'm gonna be okay with losing it in this attempt. We're starting with 3 humanity, just in case I forget to reset something on a failure. We're starting with 3 humanity. So we get 3 black, 1 red, and we'll have the bonus power. Not using Death Follows yet. So we need to get 6 or higher on this. That is 2, 3, 4, and just in terms of power, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is enough. Plus the 1 power from Pierce Clipios, 9. Okay, we don't really care about going over either, right? No. Okay, so our wound effect here is going to be lose 1 humanity, so we'll go from 3 to 2. Then we will gain 2 rage. Okay, I like this so far. Now we just have to make sure we don't... am I going to get to a point where I regret having Trireme Ballista Fire? That's, yeah. Okay, at least the rage gain is being kind of balanced out right now. I do want to get Game Changer to 6 rage. It just makes me a little nervous him getting high. Okay, we're going to wound this. It's in our wound pile. Go up to 3 wounds. Get a BP2 in here. 3, 2, 1. BP2 on top. And then escalate AI1. Oops, sorry. Escalate an AI1 to an AI2. What the heck? Is that only 1 card left in it? No, it's 2. Okay, I was like, what happened? Oh gosh. Oh wait, was that? Oh shoot. That was a BP2 that I wounded, not a... Okay. Crap. Okay, so let's take this out. We'll take this, put that back in, and we'll replace an AI2 with an AI3. I need to do the same thing for the BP cards. 3, 2, 1. AI1. So we'll put a BP2 back on top of the deck. Then we will just take a BP3 and put it in. Right, because I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, I did screw up the BP pile as well. I apologize. All right, 3, 2, 1, BP2. And who are we going with? Game Changer. Go back here. Take these back. Gotta keep them ready. Gotta keep them fresh. That'll come out. That'll come out. We'll get opening 2 from Asclepios. We will get break and opening. Let's just total up these. We do get elation. So we'll remove that ambrosia and get an extra opening. Did not use a power reroll, so I can get a break here. I will take the break instead of the extra opening. For sure. All right. Anything else in the second ability window? Any reposition or anything? No, I think I got it all. Now the choice between Skyseer and Firestarter. Part of me would be like, oh, I'd like to go with Skyseer next because I would like to win this BP2. Then there's a pretty high chance we're gonna get a BP3 on top. And then we could use Firestarter to put that BP3 on the bottom of the deck. But I think I want to prioritize. Going first with, actually, oh, wait, no. Because I am used to Skyseer having a lot of rage from the last fight, so we're not going to have that. Oh, shoot, I was kind of banking on that motivate, and that was a mistake because I wasn't thinking about starting off this fight with low rage. Whoops. Let me rethink here. Yeah, all right. That motivate was going to be a big reason that I wanted to go with Firestarter next. So let's go with Skyseer. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm good with that. And then I think we'll attack. This won't be too, I think the BP2, for the BP2 movement, I think would move him 5. So we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So Firestarter could go and attack off still if you wanted to, but maybe we wouldn't even want to attack with him. All right, I'm good with this. I will gain a rage to attack. I'm not going to use a charge for Bellerophon. I'm going to save that for the next couple of rounds, I think. Well, I'm thinking about this, actually. Give me 1 second. No, I will use it. I will use it. I think I maybe should have used it earlier in the last fight, too. With Game Changer, I was like, I had this on Game Changer. I was like, oh, well, I'll save them in case I need to try to win a BP3, but like, I need to avoid the BP3s in general. I can't try to plan around wounding them because it's going to be super unlikely. So, we're just going to use a charge of that, gain to fate. So it doesn't change our precision roll here. We're going to need 6 or higher, right? Yes, because we have no bonus precision other than the opening tokens. 3 dice. Do I wish I had done an extra opening instead of an extra break with Game Changer? No, because I do think I still need, I think I still prefer having the 2 break. 2 break is kind of like a minimum, I feel like, for trying to attack a BP2 and feeling good about it. All right, cool. Let's do this. Anything else? No auto anything? Nope. Shoot. I have to reroll all 3 of those. Oof. All right, that's not good. Oh, that's 1 hit. Oh, that ain't gonna be good enough, Chief. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do here. Crap. I mean, I guess at least it's not a full miss. And okay, at least it's not a BP 1. I can tolerate failing to wound on a BP 2. Okay, for a second I was like, actually, is that an 8? No, it's not. Dang. So 1 hit, so we'll get a white die and a red die. That's such a weird power pool. We get overbreak 1. I don't think we have to worry about overbreak 1. We do get armor piercing though. All right, any first ability tokens? No, I've already kind of checked for that. All right. Ooh, it's not going to be great if we have to burn. It is one of the hardened cards. Okay, so we need, this could be doable. 5 could be doable. Glad I used that charge, potentially. Otherwise, potentially it's a waste right now. All right, so we need 5. If I need to get power reroll, probably just want to pull it from Trireme Ballista Fire. That ain't it. That ain't it. I'm gonna keep the red for sure. I'm gonna use Trireme Ballista Fire to get a power reroll 1. All right, come on. Heck yeah. Boom! Take that, Nietzschean. And your goofy little feet. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Blazing Muscle. Every time I see this, because it's like, the arms are just looking weird. But when I see this card, I just kind of think it's like little elf feet. Just sticking out here. It's like, yeah, we're going after your little elf feet there, buddy. All right. Okay, that made me feel a lot better. So we're gonna wound, we're gonna gain danger. Can do that. Oh wait, actually, what's it? Because we do have overbreak 1. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will be able to use that overbreak 1. Let me put a break token down here to remember that. Gain 1 danger during the second ability window. You may place 2 additional fire tokens in the Kratos pool. Oh, that's beautiful. What we've lost from burn. Wouldn't have been that bad, I guess. At least we got this burn card out of the way because I don't want to burn something that could cause me to not be able to combo break. Okay, so that goes into our wound pile. This camera goes up to 4 wounds. We're gonna get it. That was a BP2 emerging boat. Let's get a BP3 in here. 3, 2, 1. BP2. Okay. Go to this. Every time I do the BP cards, and I'm like, let's just not escalate the AI deck. Take out an AI2, put in an AI3. I don't think this was the... No, it's not. Next card is not the AI3 either. 3, 2, 1. AI2. This is gonna bring up a decision on if I actually want to wound with Firestarter or not. All right, let's get the second ability done first. Skyseer comes out. That comes out. These come out. Get these. And then, oh, I forgot. I need a... get break 2 on the Bellerophon, and then we will have to exhaust it from cumbersome. This can come off. We get opening 1, black 1, because I did not use the, what's it called? Reroll from the Kratos table. We have reposition 2. I don't think I want to do anything with that. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I'm going to reposition here. Because if we do get attacked with Skyseer for some reason, and we have to suffer knockback, I want to get knocked back to the west when I hit the board edge, not to the east. Although for her, it doesn't really matter that much. Actually, yeah. No, I think I'd rather keep her over here. Keep a little bit more distance between everybody. And then maybe let's put her back 1 more too. She has, who has the Pursue Ultimatum? That's Logicbreaker, okay. Yeah, let's reposition her back 1. All right, it's gonna end her go. Now we have Firestarter. And I think for multiple reasons I don't want to attack here, because I just want to keep that AI2 on top. And Voice of the People has 5 dice. We only have, I prefer to have a little bit more precision. I think I just don't want to risk an AI3 going on top, because AI3s are just, they're so brutal. All right, let's move him somewhere though. Let's maybe go 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems reasonable. We want to use any of our other Argo abilities. We don't. I don't care to use reflex priming right now. Pursue order, no. No, okay. Maybe, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense. I wish I could use a combat action to get another attempt at trying to prime that cannon. But yeah, that really would not make any sense at all, mechanically speaking. Okay. I'm going to end this first Titan round. Good round so far. We've gotten some of our rage gaining BPs out of the way. We've been able to spread that rage gain out. And we're looking like we will be able to get precise for Game Changer, hopefully, assuming he survives. So maybe actually we're getting to a point where we don't want to get him attacked. I can't really do anything about that right now, but Logicbreaker on the other hand, yeah, Logicbreaker. If Logicbreaker starts taking a lot of these attacks, that would be okay. Oh, 1 second here before we move on. Okay, no, never mind. I was debating if I wanted to move Firestarter slightly at all, but I think I'll keep him there. All right, let's move on. Ready our Argonauts. Clear the exhaustion from our Argo abilities, and we will go into our Primordial round. Abyss Grasp. Titan and Blind Spot, there is none. Last to Wound, Insight, in range. I had this card come up last time. And it also attacks Skyseer. Yeah, this is the Judgment one. Shoot. Shoot. All right, let's, where's Skyseer at? You're in 3 now. So we will go move and judge. Do we want to do anything in this window of opportunity? I think we do. I think we're going to want to do an advanced reflex with fire starter so that he'll be able to combo break. I mean, granted, we could wait on this too, but let's see, we're going to end up suffering knockdown, knockback 12. All right, let's just do advanced reflex now with fire starter. Go 1, 2. Then Nietzschean will move 1, 2 to our Sky Seer. We're gonna have 3 dice that we need to evade. We get 9 or higher to evade. If we had 6 or more fate, we'd gain a die, an extra die. Oh, I was debating if I wanted to use judged, but I was debating if I wanted to use dodge, but then I forgot that this is a judgment card, so we can't. What? It's courage or will. Ooh, we have +2 to courage. So we need 7 or higher. That's 2. Is this doomed? So I could reroll 1. 1 hit gain hatred. Oh, I would like to avoid gaining hatred. Because does hatred prevent me from using Kratos tokens as well? Cannot break combos or use abilities that placed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hatred and yeah. I can't craft those yet real quick. Can I? Hold on, let me double check. I don't think I have any of the technologies that allow me to craft the things that I think there were cycle 2 gear that let me be able to like get rid of conditions like these mind conditions. I know, geez, I knew there wasn't cycle 1, but I did not ascend that. Yeah, let's re-roll this. If we can avoid gaining hatred, then we're basically just giving ourselves, making sure we have another attack next round. Woo! All right. Nice. That's a full evade. So we'll go to after attack. We do still suffer that. Knockdown and knockback 12. Stand up for this. Knockdown and then knockback 12. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. And that will end that attack. And then he's about to combo. We will go with our fire starter here. Combo break with the Hermes cape using the shield. Get combo break 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we are going to do signature. Oh, let me move the combo breaker thing here to the next spot. All right. And then we'll do signature. Measure of worth. Closest Titan in front in range. Nobody is in front because that knockback just, wow, that was good that the knockback got me around and didn't keep him in front. Oh, well, I guess I could have been able to reflex in front of him with Logicbreaker. I would have had a chance to think about that. Anyway, we're not in that situation. I could have done it during the first ability window for Abyss Grasp if we were in that situation, but we weren't. So we're going to do measure of worth here on Logicbreaker. Closest insight in range. Now the question is there any reason we want to keep Game Changer? Oh, is Game Changer in? Oh, Game Changer's not even in the zone right now. Nice. I'm not going to put him in it, so this is good. This positioning worked out. Let's see how Logicbreaker holds up. Taking this attack. 3 dice. We needed 10 or higher. I can't forget about Stay Your Hand because I constantly forget about that. Attacks deal 1 danger less. Boom. That is no evades. I'm probably not going to spend the fate to re-roll it. 3 hits deals 7 danger. That'll be, let's see, if we take 6, then that would put us at 9 danger, which would be a grave trauma. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna spend, I just don't think I'm gonna roll a 10. And I don't want to just waste fate. So we'll get 2 armor dice, but we'll have to ignore one of the potential symbols that we roll because this is cycle 1 gear. Okay, so we don't get to do that. We don't get anything from that, so we're gonna gain 6 danger, go from 3 danger to 9. All right, well, we have our second chance if we need it, and even if we die, he'd be able to get a bonus attack off. We just don't want him to die yet. Did I remove the "you died horribly" from the... I did, yeah, because right, we shuffled in the camera, and... oh no, I didn't do the... Did I? No. Oh no, I started this video and I had a... I was not actually recording, which was kind of embarrassing. All right. Sorry, I had to make sure that we took the "you died horribly" out of the Opal deck. Because I added that during the last fight. We are good here, though. We need to reveal this. Stop procrastinating, EmergingBoat. Let's just reveal it. Burning Heart. You may lose 2 danger and or gain 1 rage. You immediately perform a bonus attack. Well, I do not want to gain that rage. I can perform the bonus attack still and not have to worry about triggering the... Well... I guess I have to think about this. Do I actually want this bonus attack? Because there's a chance that I could trigger another combo. Oh, speaking of triggering combos, priority target should have moved to Dastan. I think I probably should take this bonus attack because it feels silly not to take one. If I need a combo break, then I can still do it with Logicbreaker. Hold on, I need to think about this a little bit more. Parts have we wounded? BP2. There are 3 BP2s that give rage. We've wounded 1 of them. We have 2. Wait, what? What? Did I screw up an escalation somewhere? I think I screwed up an escalation at some point. What the heck? I've wounded, so 1 BP1 is removed. Then I wounded 2 BP1s, so that would have put 2 BP2s. What the heck? How many BP3s? 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That makes sense. Why do I only have... Wait, 3 BP2s are in here. Why do I only have 2 AI2s? All right, I need to count how many cards we have in our BP deck here. I'm not going to look at the order of them, I'm just going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the heck? I should have... maybe... oh, okay. So no, I think my BP cards are correct. Because I've wounded 2 BP2s. Basically, we should have 3 BP1s, a BP2, and 2 BP3s in this deck. Which would mean that we would have 3 BP2s sitting on our side pile over here, which is correct. What concerns me is why we have only 2 AI2s. Did I put an AI? How many AI? I should have 2 in here. Yeah, there are 2 AI2s in here. That makes sense. How many cards do I have in my AI deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. Oh, did I just not remove an AI2? Or I think I just need to take an AI2 out and put it back in there. Because at some point I basically have 7 cards in my AI deck. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, I mean, that increased the... that increased the likelihood that I was going to draw an AI2. But on the counterpoint, it also decreased the likelihood that I was going to draw an AI1. I don't know. All right. Whatever. Whatever. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'll have to be interested in figuring out where I went wrong when I watch this back at some point. But okay, anyway, my whole point with thinking about that was I think there are 3 BP2s that cause rage gain. We've wounded one of them. So that means there's 2 between these 4 that are left. There's 3 BP2s that are, I don't know. I think I don't want to risk taking this bonus attack because I don't want to trigger the combo because I can't, if we break this combo, it's currently a fire combo, I can't break ambrosia combos, but if I use the cannon on the ambrosia combo, the fire starter could still break the sword combo. No, because once we get to 6 wounds, then sword combos can't be broken. Maybe dumb to pass up a bonus attack opportunity here, but I don't think I'm gonna take it. I think maybe I'll take. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take the 2 danger. Do I want to gain that 1 rage? I think not. I think I want to. I'm going to need another Titan round after this one, so I need to maximize the chances that I'll be able to combo break and like be able to get to that 3rd Titan round. Because even with this bonus attack, the best I could do is get 5 wounds. That's going to bring me to 9 wounds. I hate turning down bonus attacks, but I feel like it's the smarter choice here. And I could gain the rage, but then I'd be at 5 rage for the next thing. Next, what am I talking about? Next, if I take the signature again. Okay, I don't know. I'm going to take the danger loss. I'm not going to take the rage. And I'm not going to take the bonus attack. It says you may perform it. I don't think I'm going to. So I don't chain break. This could be dumb. But it could be really smart. It could be really smart. We will knock back 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for this window of opportunity, let's gain a fate and use Pursuer Ultimatum. 1, 2, 3. Maybe let's go here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. And then we do not perform combo because we're not at 5 or higher rage, so we are done with that primordial round. All right, I think I want to go with Firestarter here, so we can use Arrow Barrage to get some opening tokens. And then we'll be able to use Inspire to stand up. What's her name? Skyseer. Something I didn't really do a good job of planning out though was I previously was using what's the Stonewall or whatever that gave me an extra Inspire. So I had a couple of Titans with Inspire. I do need to be careful about Titans getting knocked down now though, because the only Inspire that we have is Firestarter's Voice of the People. But let's gain an opening, or gain 2 opening. 1, 2. Then we won't use our movement yet, because then if we, I want to make sure that after I attack, if I need to, I can use Primordial Lore. So this is a good spot for Firestarter to be in right now. We need 5 dice here. And we're going to have +2 from Voice of the People. So we're going to have +5 total to hit. Excuse me. So we need 4 or higher. Gain a rage. That looks like it's going to be 2 misses, so 3 hits. I'll fate reroll these 2. That is going to be 4 hits, 1 miss. Then we will get, 4 dice from Voice of the People, 1 from Firestarter. We'll have power reroll 1, potentially 2 from Trireme Ballista Fire. Okay. All right, we'll draw our BP card. Bloodied Wool Strand. Okay. I am glad I didn't take that bonus attack then with Logicbreaker. I think that's still the right move. Need 7. That's doable here. All right. Oh, and we have a black. I forgot we had a black. All right. Let's do 2 at a time. Terrible. Really awful. Horrible. Oh my gosh. All right. How do we want to do this? Definitely using a charge of Trireme Ballista Fire. I mean, what's my likelihood of re-rolling this successfully? We effectively have 3 re-rolls. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get 5 between these. I can do it. I can do it. All right. We'll use black on this one first. Let's take these out. That's super cocked. Oh my gosh. All right, I need 4 between these 2. Okay, I'll take that. Let's go. Wait, let me double check my math. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Woo! Sometimes you just gotta throw your dice like a madman. Bloodied Wolf Strand gain 2 rage, 2 danger, and 1 ambrosia. 2 rage, so go up to 4 rage, 2 danger, so it goes 2 danger, and 1 ambrosia. Then that will wound. 5 wounds. That's a BP2, so we'll get a BP3 in, so now it's half BP1s, half BP3s. 3, 2, 1. That's a BP3 on top. Then we will make sure I'm escalating correctly here. That was a BP2, so we're going to take out an AI2. Only one is in here. That makes sense. And put in an AI3. It's not our ultimate yet. 3, 2, oh gosh. 3, 2, 1. AI3. Go back to Firestarter. Oh, shoot. I don't know if I used all of the... Oh, dang it. Did I use the fire token? I mean, I cleared it, so I have to say that I used them. Dum-dum. I could stop the pause. I could pause this or stop it and then go back and watch it. Whatever. I'll move on. Oh, the color of those fire tokens really does not come out very well. All right, so we're at 4 rage now, so we're gonna get 3 fire and an opening from his Kratos table. And that's it, because we don't get any tokens from Voice of the People. I could exchange one of the fires for an opening. Actually, I probably do want to do that because I'm going to end up using Primordial Lure. I want to make sure that I need to make sure that I hit. Because if it's a BP3, I need to hit and then try to clear the BP3 and get it off the pile. Otherwise, if it's a BP1 underneath, I can probably do okay with, like, I probably care more about an extra opening than I do an extra fire. Grab our BP stack here, the screen. All right. Well, let's gain our 2 fate here. We need to gain 2 because it's a cycle 1 item that is not ascended. Primordial Lure, and take the top BP card and put it on the bottom of the deck. Nice. Odds were in our favor. Is that... Oh, we still have his movement. But I think we'll just use his movement to get everything back. Okay. Oh, that's you. You're done. Oh, we needed to do Inspire here to stand up our Sky Seer. Haven't seen the BP1 yet that causes him to move. However, I'm a little cautious right now of... we only have 2 opening tokens and Sky Seer has the worst weapon in terms of precision. Oh, I never rolled for my... Just do this. I never rolled to prime my cannon. All right, I'm going to prime for the combo breaker shot. Dang it. It's not a test, is it? I can't re-roll that with Argophylae? No. Dang. Ooh, that could really hurt me. All right. Going with the Logicbreaker could make sense because he would have the best precision, but I would love to try to save him for, because he has Heartseeker, I'd love to try to save him for if a BP3 comes up on top. All right, maybe I think I'll go next with Game Changer. Go with you, and then I'm gonna gain Fate to use Eolipile Engine. And we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then gain our Rage and attack. Yeah, all right, we're gonna need 5 or higher. Oh, that's a crit miss. That's gonna activate our adversary. That's 2 1s. All right, that's gonna activate our adversary. Oof. Gain 2 fate here. Reroll both of these. Eight and a 6. What did we say we needed? We have +4 total, so we need 5 or higher. Awesome. Both of those hit. So we'll get 3 black? Yeah, 3 black or red, and we have a bonus power. Harden. Oh yeah, he does not have Bellerophon anymore. All right, so we're gonna have to deal 6 power to this. Well, 5 because we have the bonus power from Pierce Clipios. This one is cocked. So let's put these up here. Oh my gosh, power rolls today are crap. 2. That's 4. Jeez. Oh, nope. I was supposed to have an extra red die anyway from Game Changers, Kratos table. Haha. Haha. Alright, come on. Bruh. How many sides? What? 5 out of 6 sides of a black die have a power, right? Okay. So how do I want to get my power rerolls here? I'm gonna use at Rage 5, I'll sacrifice that break token and I'll take the 2 power reroll instead. I'll reroll a black and a red. Okay, nice. So we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 total. We needed 6. We do wound. There's no wound effect. Put this in our wound pile. Go up to 6 wounds. Put a BP2 in. 3, 2, 1. BP1. Very good. Then the AI one comes out. AI 2 goes in, not AI 3. Oh gosh. 3, 2, 1. AI 3. Who was going? Game Changer. All right, these power dice need a break. We used both those fire tokens, so we'll clear the Kratos pool here. And we will get 2 opening from Pierce Clipios. We will get break and opening. nothing to elate. We'll get a break from Rage 3. And I think that's all our pool is going to look like. But I think that'll be good enough. We'll go with Sky Seer and then Logicbreaker. We will use a Night to Remember to unexhaust Bellerophon. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3 and attack from here, right? Yep. All right. Gain a rage. Have 3 dice. We'll have +3, so we need 6 or higher. I'm not going to use the ability of Bellerophon, so we need 6 or higher here. That is a 9, a 10, and a 10. Dang, no crits so far in this fight. But I care more about just getting the 10 wounds than I care about critting. Any first ability window things here? None that I see other than Vault, which we can't do right now. So we'll draw our AI card. Get 3 black from Bellerophon and a red. We need 7. Oh, we have prisoners. I'm okay if I wound that. Alright, I don't know if I've been having good luck with power rolls anyway that I've been rolling these. Let's just do all the time here. Boom. Okay, that's pretty good. This one's cocked, so we'll re-roll that. That's still just 1. I think that's enough, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That wounds. We go from 2 humanity to 1. And we gain a rage. This will go into our wound stack. Then we will get a BP2 in here. 3, 2, 1. BP3. Then we will take out an AI1, put in an AI2. Three, 2, 1. AI1. Clear the Kratos pool. We will get 2 break from Bellerophon, then we will exhaust it. Bellerophon, who knows? Then we're at 4 rage, so we'll get 2 opening, 2 black. And we have reposition 3 and motivate 1. I mean, I guess for motivate 1, we could just move him forward a little bit if I care about. Actually, maybe let's do this. Maybe we'll move you backwards 1. The reposition I don't think I care about. Then that's it. Go here, go next with Logicbreaker. Last but not least, I mean, I was getting ready to just run up and attack, but then I was like thinking about it, I was like, wait, there's an AI1 on top of the deck right now. We should probably just let him attack us right now, right? And just try to get into the next Titan round? Probably. Fix these are a little crooked. Annoys me. Yeah, all right. Let's use his combat action to get this back. Then let's also use reflex priming to get back Eolipile engine and Bellerophon. And then we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll just go there. What do we need to be careful about here? Our next combo break needs to be with Logicbreaker, so we need to be careful about him not suffering burn. That's a risk. This feels like the smart move, though. Feels like a smart move. Okay, so then we will get these back. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, we'll draw an AI card. Blot out the sun. The Nietzschean jumps high, momentarily blocking out the sun, then he comes crashing like a comet. Furthest Titan Insight is going to be Logicbreaker. Land on top and attack. This just displaces, right? Yep. And we have no windows of opportunity here anyway. So go there, push him back 1. 2 at 11 or higher, we would gain 2 Ambrosia tokens and 1 rage and exhaust our active weapon. If the attack hits, it deals 5 danger. Ooh, exhausting the active weapon is pretty terrible. Dang. We can't rely on a chain break from a trauma card either here. Well, actually, we could. We're probably gonna end up drawing an Obol, which will cause us to get a bonus attack. All right, let's just see how this goes. It's 11 or higher. Well, we need double 10s here. That's not double 10s. I don't think I'm going to gain the fate because I don't think it's worth it for the 1% chance that I'm going to fully evade this. And the number of hits does not actually matter. So we're going to gain 2 Ambrosia. Then 1 rage. Go to 3 rage to 4. And then exhaust our active weapon. And then if the attack hits, it deals 5 danger, which is really going to be 4 danger, which would put us at an 11. Let's just do this for funsies. So I can roll both of these. I do reduce it by 1. Oh, we might have a interesting choice here. So I'm only about to take 3 danger, which is going to put us at 10. Normally that would force me to draw an Obol. I could exhaust cast off and draw a grave trauma instead. But doing that would mean that, oh, actually, when you are about to die from it, there's no cost for using the level 3, so my concern was going to be, oh, if we do that, let me think about this. Even if cast off is exhausted, we can still use that constant, no. We we can only do passive effects, which are like +1 precision and that kind of stuff, right? No, we cannot. We could not use the level 3 ability of Cast Off while that card is exhausted. So I think we just want to stick with the Obel draw here. All right, well, we have second chance. Here's our Obel card. Drum roll. Oh, dang. Shoot. All right. We will second chance this, gain 2 fate for second chance, and discard our armor. Yeah, let's do it here. All right, stopping in 3, 2, 1. Okay, then we'll roll our die. 10 mod 3 is 1. Boom. You live! Yes! So not only... That was the first Obel. Like, this was the first time we've drawn an Obel this battle, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of yesterday's battle. Okay. Let's shuffle these and do our thing again. 7, it's also just 1. There we go. All right, so we survived the Obel. We can now, yes, this is perfect. We can gain a fate to do, to use Logic Break, which will perform a bonus attack. And because we're performing a bonus attack, we can unexhaust this weapon. And we will chain break this. And we will get 2 dice. And we have +2 with him, +2 with that. So we're going to have +4 to hit total, so we need 5 or higher. So we will gain a rage for our bonus attack. And Heartseeker we'll use in the first ability window. Or I guess it's not even first ability window, right? It's just before the first, or before you draw the BP. During the BP draw step, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 5 or higher. We got 1, 5, and 1, 4. We'll re-roll this. 8. Let's go. Then we will get an auto break. Anything else in the first ability window? I don't think so. So then we will draw, oh, it's going to do gain a fate to use Heartseeker. So we can look at the top 2. Well, and oh, what's Heartseeker is it put one of them, let's put one of them on the bottom of the, choose which one to attack, shuffle the other back into the deck. Okay, so it's not discarding it. Well, I think you can pick, also, if you're watching this and you're like, is EmergingBoat going to do the Quantum Eye? I think that Quantum Eye is a cool rule for flavor. I hate the idea of it like affecting other campaigns. I think that's stupid. Again, I think it's like a fun, it's a, oh, haha, this is creative, this is fun. Once we actually hit that rule in cycle 3, that's when I'm going to start using it. For this campaign, I'm not going to start using it. Like, I like using it for theater too. I think that's great. But sorry, for this campaign, I'm not doing it. It's kind of silly to me. Again, I like the flavor of it, but I don't like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of dumb, especially if you're playing a campaign with other friends or something like that. and you're just like, oh, surprise, here's this other rule that introduces a whole extra set of malarkey. All right, here we go. Well, BP3 is on top of the deck. So now we have to deal 8 power here. This would be also, I wonder for that if I did do quantum eye for that, would that have been 2 separate instances of fate of fate or not? I assume yes. I assume it would have been. Let's see, we're gonna get 2 red dice. 1 from Conqueror now, 1 from Logicbreaker. Oh, and then 1 from the Kratos table. Then 2 black dice. We've not crit missed yet for Conquerors now, so that's good. Knock on wood. And we have +1 power from that. So we need 7 on the dice here, and we have 2 blacks. All right. Well, I love these reds. So that would be 6 by itself. Then we need 7. Oh, okay, we could wound here. Oh, but we care about overbreak. So let's keep these. Then we'll use the black on these 2. All right, so that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12 from Conqueror's Nail. So we beat it by 4. So let me just put down 4 here. Let's move these off to the side. Let's go into our wound stack. We can get 2 rage from that and 1 danger. Ooh. We're about to draw another obol. I have to do that immediately because it's part of the wound effect. All right, let's just see how this goes. You died. So I will now be using the level 3 of. Let's see, when you're about to die from a trauma draw, obol draw, or an instant death effect, you may perform a bonus attack. So I think I'd still do the, what's it called? Awakening roll first. Three, 2, 1. Okay. 10, so it's moved down 1. Yeah, don't think I wanted to use the ability from cast off. All right, well, so this will come out. I paused it at one point. Oh shoot, okay, I'm gonna stop the video here. I paused it and I'm not sure at what point I left off because I paused it and my Stream Deck did not click the button all the way in when I tried to unpause it. Crap, hold on. Okay, the only thing you missed was that I moved these dice out of the way and I did my awakening roll and I got a 3, so I did not awaken. And I'm now trying to decide if I want to use the, what's it called? A nymph to save us. Yeah, I'm going to use our Amalthea nymph and prevent Logicbreaker from dying. So we are going to treat him as if technically at this point should not have actually done. Oh no, it would have been okay for me to do the awakening roll. I'm going to summon the Amalthea nymph. So we're going to get another adversary activation. That's 2 so far in this fight. Treat the Titan as if they drew the You Live obol trauma card. Additionally, they lose 3 danger and 3 fate. Notably, it's not optional to lose that 3 fate. or the 3. I don't care about losing the 3 fate. I care about potentially not wanting to lose that 3 danger. Because now I don't have Heartseeker. And there is a BP3 on top. I need to decide if I want to use the Logicbreaker ability before I do this escalation. I don't think I am, because I can't use Heartseeker. I'm not going to wound the BP3. And I need to be able to combo break this AI3. Oh man, this is going to be annoying. How can I get somebody else to take this signature that's coming up? Ooh. Okay. I think I've got it. If I don't do this, then I will have to, if I don't do the bonus attack, we'll finish resolving this, do the escalation, blah, blah, blah. Then we will have to do combo from the Nietzschean. We'll be able to combo break with Logicbreaker. Oh, and this is actually going to work out even better because I can use the Achillean Hectors to combo break, move up to 4 spaces. So I'll be able to get out of the front of the Nietzschean with Logicbreaker. Then I will be able to move Reflex to become the closest insight with the Firestarter. And Firestarter can take that signature without, excuse me, without triggering the combo from the after final attack. I think we're going to end up, on a Firestarter's last turn, I should have transformed his Temno Scale Shield, but I think we might either have the Firestarter die, or, like, 'cause I think he's going to get knocked into a chasm, or he'll have to get knocked across the chasm. But, all right, let's worry about this first. So this will go into our wound stack here, go up to 8 wounds. Put another BP3 in here. Three, 2, 1. BP3 on top. Then we have AI2 come out. AI3 goes in. Three, 2, 1. AI2. This comes out, that comes out. Clear the Kratos pool. We beat it by 4. So we are going to get 4, wait, hold on, first let's do 2 opening from Conqueror Nail. We're gonna have enough elation to clear off both of these ambrosia and get 2 additional opening. Then we can use Overbreak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have 5 Overbreak, but I only went over by 4, right? So we'll do 4 break and 1 opening. Then Nietzschean is about to combo, so we will gain a fate with the Logicbreaker. And combo breaker, move up to 4 spaces, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we'll go there. Yeah, I don't think we can, I don't think we can save, we can save the Firestar, but I don't think we can keep him in the fight per se. So let's gain a fate. Do I want to use a chart? No, I'll save it for other people. Right. Sorry, my wife came down for a visit. So I think I gained the fate already, and I think I'm just going to reflex with our fire starter there. Moves 2 spaces. And then we will do signature. Oh, I'm not on the right screen. There we go. Measure of worth, closest Titan in front, in range, nobody's in front. So closest Titan in sight is going to be our fire starter. Yeah, because he only has to move 1 space, so we're going to have the Nietzschean go down here. Just point directly at him. Fire starter. Yeah, I wish I had switched to my fire starter's other side of the shield. I always forget to do that with the Temno scale shield. All right, 3 dice. We have 2 rerolls, and no fate gates on here. Okay. Boom. That is a crit evade fail. Nothing for that. I will reroll 2 of them. Oh, I can block as well. Maybe that's a reason why I shouldn't have flipped. All right. Boom. So we're about to take 3 hits. Let's block a hit. Actually, let me think about this, because I was bookmarking those 2 fate for the Primordial lore here, and I'd like to avoid drawing a Moiros. I can't get up to an oval at this point, so I think I just won't block a hit. And then, oh shoot, did I roll any 9s? Probably not. I forgot I had 1 evasion and not armor dice with him. Does that change my decision about blocking? Yeah. Because I kind of thought I was going to have some armor dice to roll here. All right, let's block 1. Up to 8. We'll end up having to draw a Moira's card most likely. So we take 2 hits. That's going to be 5 danger, which is actually 4 because of stay your hand. So I'll go up to 6 danger here. Be a major trauma. How many labyrinth? We would have needed 4 labyrinth cards to be able to do that as a reaction. We don't have anywhere near that. All right. Yep. I think we just have to do this. Marked per death. Gain this. Oh no! I should have moved the priority target. Should have been on Logicbreaker after you combo break, but now it is back to Firestarter. Okay, that will end that attack. Wait, no, I needed to do the knockback 8. That's why I had to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can reduce it by 1, why not? We'll reduce it by 1 to 7, and we are there. Then we will start with the fire starter. And is there anything I want to do before? I don't think there's any point to me moving. Well, I guess maybe if he gets attacked for some reason, maybe I want him to be closer to the chasm so that Nietzschean doesn't come all the way across. We'll go 2, 3, 4. Then, all right, let's use our last charge of our Primordial lore. That's going to put us up at 10 fates. We're going to have to draw a Moiros card. Nope, that's not where that goes. Immediately lose 1 hull. Okay. Oh wait, no, I gotta keep that with him. Reach. Okay. This goes over here. Then we can take the top card of the BP and place it on the bottom of the deck. All right, come on, Murai. Yes, BP1. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Beautiful BP1. All right, all right. Good sign, good omen. That's what we needed. Firestarter did his job by staying alive there. And then back to him. Get those back with our combat action. Not that we plan on using them, but that will end his turn. You make it a little bit more clear to me which way he's facing. Guess now I should go with Skyseer since she doesn't have Precise or Heartseeker. I would love a way to be able to get Logicbreaker his Heartseeker back by gaining a danger. Honestly, maybe at some point I end up just excuse me, have him run. Oh, I can do my 13th Muse Cannon shot real quick. This is the, oh, it's a 9. Yeah, all right, so we get our combo breaker shot. Or do I want to do the hardened? No, let's save the combo breaker. I feel like maybe that could save us. I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna go with the what's it called though? The combo breaker shot. Now let's go with Skyseer. Activate. Then we're gonna have to use Fly, so we'll gain a Fate and a Danger. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Let's go here, 4. And then we will attack, gain a rage, up to 5. Let's use the last charge of Bellerophon. I'm getting in my head about the pronunciation of it because I know I'm pronouncing it wrong and now I'm just like overthinking it. That goes away. Then we will get 3 dice here. Put them on their favorite sides. Oh wait, was this? Did I just flip that over? Was that exhaust? That should have been readied, right? Yeah, because I did it last turn with reflex priming. That should not be exhausted yet. I have +5 here. I need 4 or higher. I'll save the charge of Arrow Barrage in case I need it with someone else. 4 or higher. That's a 10 and a 5. Take those. I'll re-roll the crit die because I'm going to crit. I did not crit, but I got what I needed. No crits this fight. Okay, that's all. I don't have any first ability window things with her. 5. Oh, 5 isn't too bad. Okay, so we'll get 1 red die, 2 black dice, and a white die. And we have Overbreak 1 here. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 total. We get our Overbreak. Put that there. Wound effect is gain an Ambrosia token. Then that will go into our wound stack here. We are at 9 wounds. We'll get our last BP2 into the deck. Oh. 3, 2, 1. BP3. Now we take it AI1 out. It'll be our last AI1. That was the last card there. Then we put in our BP2 or AI2. 3, 2, 1. AI3. Skyseer. He's come out. He's come out. We're going to get break 2 and break 3 because of overbreak. Then that becomes exhausted. And we're at 5 rage, so we'll get 1, 2, 3 opening and 2 black. We have 2 motivate and 3 reposition. Oh, did I use 2 motivate earlier? I might have used... Ooh, I'll have to watch this back. I might have used 2 motivate on somebody when I should have only used 1. I wonder if that had an impact. Because she was only at rage 4 before. Shoot. I hope that didn't make a big difference. Opening, break. And I'll definitely use 1 motivate on you. And maybe 1 motivate on you. I don't think it really matters. I can reposition as well. It could be smart to go with Game Changer next and have him fail this. But I think there's some bad side effects of the BP3s. I know there's like a drawn obol from one of those. So maybe if I go with Logicbreaker, have him attack, then if he needs to, I can have him move into the danger zone and see if we can trigger a signature that way. And then I think there's a lot of variability, I think, with how the Logicbreaker's turn can go. Even if he does trigger the signature and I don't, and like I get a bonus attack or something like that, and we don't deal the 10th wound, then we can still use the Solitude Nymph if we need to avoid like an AI card being drawn. So let's go with Logicbreaker. Ooh, actually, because the downside of going with Logicbreaker now and failing on a BP3 is that he leaves significantly worse tokens. All right, we're gonna go with Game Changer instead because of that. I could get into a blind spot, get extra precision. Might as well do that at this point. Let's make sure we don't fully miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll attack. We will go up to 6 rage. 2 dice. We need +1. We have +1, +2, 3, 4, 5. We have +6, so we need 3 or higher. Okay, I'll just take that full hit. No first ability window things. 17. Is there any chance I can wound this? What would be our max power dice we could have? We could, well, with Death Follows, we could only get a red, so we could get 3 black, 3 red, and a bonus power. So let's imagine we get the best roll possible after using the blacks. We 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, +6, that'd be 18. That's possible. Actually, it'd be 19 instead of the bonus power from Pyrrhus Clipios. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's probably worth it at this point. Ooh, 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 ooh. Also, we do have our BP2 on top of the deck. So if we fail this, we gain 5 danger, which is totally acceptable for Game Changer. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a good reason to not use Death Follows right now. But we want to avoid using power rerolls that could prevent us from leaving tokens for the Logicbreaker. All right. Definitely keeping that. This is probably fine to keep. Then we have what? We'll probably use 2 black on that. I don't think this is worth re-rolling on. Because even if I rolled these with the black, the best I could get for them combined would be another 6. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get another 6 with this, that'd be 11. Let's say I re-rolled these 2 and I got 2 power each. That'd bring me up to another 4, so that'd be 15 total. And then I'd have +1 power from Pierce Clipios, that'd be 16. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be good enough. Maybe I did the math wrong initially, but I don't think I want to try to wound on this. I mean, I might as well use, I don't think it really matters. I'll use the black for this. Boom. Okay. So we fail. It'll be 5 danger. That'll go into our discard pile. Then that'll come out. These will come out. Clear the Kratos pool. We get opening 2 from Pierce Clipios. Then we will get another 3 break and an opening. And that is the end of his turn. Oh, maybe I might retcon it and say I was over here instead. I don't think it really would have impacted anything, but it would give me the opportunity to come into this rear space if I want with Logicbreaker. Okay, but I think I want to maximize some chances here. So I think, because if I somehow miss this attack, I probably want to try to trigger a signature. Maybe, I don't know. All right, let's do this. We're going to attack first. Oh, I'm not even showing his screen. 2, we're going to attack. We're going to gain a rage, go up to 8 rage, or before we attack, still at 7. Before we attack, we're going to use Arrow Barrage, get 2 more opening. It'd be +5, oh, +6, +7. 2 or high, that'd be, I would only need 2 or higher without going into that rear space, and I'll get another break from Auto Break. I think I should be able to wound this with 4 break in there. Okay. Yeah, all right, so we're gonna go up to 8 rage. And we'll attack. And we just need to not crit miss. Well, that might be the cost of this run. Dang it. She gets the Sowed Fated Nemos. Sucks. It basically says that the Conqueror Nail and the repurposed Cryptex gain Argonaut possession keywords, so Hypatia has to keep them on. And we treat any ones rolled during an attack roll as a crit miss. So that stinks. It's going to be another, what's it called? Adversary activation. I will re-roll this. And we turn into a crit. And we have the auto break one, and that's it. Didn't see any other things there. So we gain, we'll draw this. Yep, okay. Ooh, 9. All right, this is gonna be tough. Gain the Necrozyphos. Oh my gosh, if we wound this, or unique weapon with a sword trait that you previously had or lost as an ascended version of such weapon from cycle 1. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't think I've permanently lost anything good though. All right, so this is going to be 2 black and a red from Conquer Nail. So we actually need to be doing, I mean, I think we need to be doing 11 total power anyway to try to get out of this fight. So we really want to try to do 11 power on this anyway, regardless of our AT value. So that is from Conqueror Nail. And we have these 2 from Logicbreaker. We're going to have plenty of power reroll. We need to get out of this fight right now, we need to get 10 more power on the dice because we have the 1 from Conqueror Nail. All right, let's do this one at a time. Let's make it dramatic. Boom. I'll take that. Boom. Okay. 4. 5. Nope, I'll probably end up re-rolling that. That's 6. 7, 8. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're at 9, so we wound. Let's see if we can get out of this fight. So I'm going to just power re-roll this one, I think. Nice. Oops. That was like that. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. 10. Oh, wait. And then +1 from Conquered Nail. So we get to 11. So we get our 10th wound, and we can get the heck out of here. Woo! And all right, so we're going to activate the burden again. So that'll spawn him for the first one, and then he'll be, like, we have 4 activations total that we've done so far in this, from what I've counted. So I think he's going to be 1 space away from us. Gain the Necrozyphos card. All right, let me grab that. Okay, so it's interesting that they call it the Necrozyphos because the other side of it is one of the viruses. But our Necrozyphos, 1-handed weapon, 1 die plus 3 precision, has a power of 2 black, 1 red, has precise. That would have been handy for this. Although we did actually, we crushed at this fight without even needing precise. We only had to intentionally fail 1 BP at Primordial. All right, whatever, we'll do the debrief in a second. All right, so then the other side of this, the side that we have to start out on, oh, and is this a Titan possession? Well, interesting, because I gained this as the Necrozyphos. So I think I actually gained this as this card, and then I can choose who to put it on. Like, I know I screwed this up before with both Muck Virus and Umbral Virus, I think, with like choosing those, because those you get as the viruses, but this one we're getting as the not virus. So we will actually get to choose who we assign this one to start, I think is how that should work. And then, let's see, is there any special paragraph we need to read here, or am I just gonna end up closing out on this? Let's skim through, then we'll go through and get our rewards. All right, so we escape with 11 total power. Victory, show me your power, blah, blah. A fleeting Nemo or fleeting dream. Least likely Argonaut gains 1 Nemos node. Our least likely Argonaut is probably Dastan. Yeah, Dastan. Nemos node. I don't know if I've been doing this every time for his battles. Let's see. Did not do that. Reset Triskelions. I will take care of that off camera. Lose 3 Argophylae. We only have 1 to lose. Gain resources. This is satisfying. Sorry, I'm just kind of, I feel like I should be more excited right now, but I think after like having spent longer than I wanted to on this fight yesterday, I'm just kind of more like relieved than I am excited, but this is pretty sick. I'm excited to show you this weapon. I mean, anybody who's played this game, if you're watching this, most people have probably played this, but if you haven't played this, the end is just an awesome weapon, such a fun thing. Our resources here, we're gonna get, sorry, that's hard for you to read, but I can read it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ambrosia. 10. I already decremented my cores or my Sisyphus tiers, yeah. And then what else do we have? How many skin and malice do we have? 1, 2, and then 3 of the others. Okay. Then bonus rewards. Gain resources for each blah blah blah. Did not critically wound a BP3. Then we are going to get 7 extra living abyss. Oops, that's fine. Then 3 chimeric tar. Oh wait, and 3 chimeric tar, super solid relief mass, black chain, or cyclopean metal. So basically 3 of any of these other ones. I don't know if I can mix and match them. We're gonna be doing, or I'll be doing a fight with the Cyclops coming up. Maybe we want to get some, we've been spending some chimeric tar. So let's get that back. As well as the end. All right, this one I will definitely get the booster seat out for. Because this is what we've been trying to get this whole time since day 0 of cycle 2. This is the end. I'll reduce my exposure for this. For the end, of course I can. Let's go down to 35. It's gotten brighter out since I started this. The end, 2 dice, +1 precision, 1 white die per hit, +1 power. It's Argonaut possession. It's deadly. It has auto break 2. This weapon occupies all weapon slots, so you cannot use a shield regardless of how many hand slots you have. You start the fight with the hatred card, and then if you wound, once per turn, you may draw an obol. If you survive, immediately perform a bonus attack. So this is pretty fun to do with the Logicbreaker because you can get multiple bonus attacks, if I remember correctly, right? If you survive, immediately perform a bonus attack. Yeah, because it stacks with his Logicbreak ability. I'll have to double check that, but I think that's how that works. So pretty awesome. You just have to be careful that when you get to 8 rage there, you just immediately die. 8 or 9 rage. Okay, I need to take a break. I've been playing this a lot and I just need to pause. This is, I mean, I'm going to be editing these, I guess there's a few videos at this point because I have the first fight that I'm cutting out, but I'm sure this is a long video. So if you did stick around for this entire video, I'm sure it was an interesting ride because I thought that I wasn't going to get the end. Because I actually started, in real time, I started this video like, what, 2 or 3 days ago or something. But we did end up getting it. We fought the Nietzschean like 3 times basically back to back here. And then I know I put off that burden fight. We'll be able to do a burden fight soon. All right. And actually, now that we have the end, I might be making a run at trying to kill the burden, because we also have the Conqueror's Nail, which we're going to have to keep using for Hypatia. So this is going to get interesting. We're about to start to accelerate through some of the end of this cycle in terms of the fun fights. But thank you all for joining. I appreciate your time, especially, you know, if you're sitting here watching this entire like full video. This is probably going to be over 3 hours. You rock. You're awesome. Please, like, if you have a question, I know some people leave me questions for things that you see me do in the videos, or if you see things that I'm doing wrong, please let me know, especially in a fight like this. Like if I did something wrong, especially something that was like game changing, I mean, this will come out in a few weeks probably, so I don't know if I'll be reverting anything, so I'll probably be on cycle 3 by that point. But please let me know, because I don't like to, I like doing these hard fights and like earning these good weapons. Like the end is going to make the rest of cycle 2 significantly easier. It's going to make it much easier to kill the burden, but it was hard to get the end. I like these things where it's like you turn the game into like a sprint, and it's just like you have these little challenge spots where you're like, all right, we're going to dedicate a lot of time and a lot of like just brain power into trying to figure out this puzzle. Then we're going to figure this out, and our reward is something that will make the puzzle easier for at least a few upcoming fights. Anyway, one of the many things I love about this game. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Oh, wait. All right. Sorry. I'm back. I stopped the recording. I'm going to edit this part back in. Because I do want to debrief in this fight because it was a big one. So, all right. This is the last thing. Obviously, this fight went well because we got to 10 wounds successfully. Oh, also, I left out some of the resources from the last card that I wounded. I'll take care of that. A big part of doing well in this fight is, honestly, luck from the BP deck shuffling. Because even though we had periods where we had BP3s come on top, we were usually able to take care of the problem with the Primordial lore, or we did use Heartseeker in one instance. I think that was it. So we brought tools to be able to make that, like try to make that work in our favor. But even so, we got lucky in the sense that we only had to intentionally fail one BP3. That's better than what happened in my first attempt. But even when I did this in like, when I forgot about the ascendancy rules on day 0, that was another big part of the luck there. And that one, did I awaken in that one? I did use both nymphs, I think. In this one, we only used one nymph, but we were prepared to use 2. I think the timing of when we chose to not do bonus attacks was smart. Being able to control, like, watch the rage gain and be careful about combos and avoiding, what am I trying to say? We wanted to try to avoid triggering the after final attack combo from the signature, and we did that. We controlled that. We didn't have to worry about that. It's important because even if you have both of your cannon shots and you're successfully priming the cannon and you're using the cannon to break things, you need to be careful about advancing too quickly on the combo track, because I think you generally, if you're going to get to 10 wounds, you're generally trying to do it in 3 Titan rounds, in my opinion. And if you are, even if you're combo breaking that signature one, like, you don't want to be in a point where your 3rd primordial round is something that cannot be combo broken. Obviously it helps to have awesome weapons for this, like having Pyroscopius Bellerophon and Conqueror Nail, and a pretty charged up Voice of the People. Like, those are great. And most people aren't going to have all of these weapons, I would say. But you might have weapons that are not as strong but can leave better tokens. And in some cases that might have actually been more helpful for us, because it could have set us up for bigger attacks for other people. I don't know, there's some debate there, but having the reach on the weapons was super helpful. The positioning, this is something that when a fight goes well, it's usually because we did good positioning in a number of ways. Like we positioned well in that we were able to manipulate the Primordial in attacking who we wanted them to attack, and because we were able to maximize the number of attacks we could do per Titan round. If you're doing those things, you're going to win most fights. It's okay for Titans to take attacks. You know, it's great if you can out of reach evade, but if you're able to divide up attacks evenly and make sure they're spread out. I mean, the Nietzschean's AI 3s, we also got lucky with not having to draw any of those, because they can be brutal. They can be like instant death stuff. But you can get away with not out of reach evading if you were spreading attacks out between different Titans. And I think we did that pretty well. Spreading the rage gain out, I think, was a little bit also something we just got lucky with. I was able to kind of predict which, I knew there were three BP2s with rage gain on them. I think there's only 1 or 2 BP1s with it on there. So I was able to kind of keep that in mind and think about that as we were going through the fight and think about who do I want to attack with this. But again, that's also just, you're just changing your odds that you're right, or you're using the odds to determine like who you should go with, but it doesn't mean you're going to end up being lucky. Like, there's still some luck involved with being like, well, the odds were, even if it's a 60-40 chance, 40% not being in your favor is still a pretty large chance, like a 40% chance of not wounding or something like that. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but positioning was good. We manipulated people around him, thinking about if zone attacks come up, he's generally going to be targeting the Titan in front of him. There's a couple of times where it was last to wound, we got hit with Skyseer, but that ended up, I think, being a good thing because it put some of the rage on her, which gave her much better Kratos abilities. But plan to make it to 3 Titan rounds. Plan to bring like a Logicbreaker if you can. If you still have somebody with a cast-off Nemos, then you have somebody that you can more reliably plan on getting bonus attacks with. Like, even though we didn't really benefit from them necessarily, we did at least benefit from 1 bonus attack. But you just want to be able to try to plan for extra attacks if you can. I don't know if that made sense. It makes sense in my head. Probably not communicating it well. My brain is kind of fried right now after doing this fight. But I'm going to end it there. All right. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. I love you.